I don't know what's wrong with me, but for some reason I decided to look up academic literature related to the way our speeches changes related to offensive words. There's been a term I've been seeing, thrown around a little bit recently, the euphemism treadmill, talking about how a term that is created that is meant to be inoffensive to cover some term slowly becomes offensive as replaced by another word which slowly becomes offensive. You see this with someone saying maybe Negro to black to African American to person of color. An example you often see cited is like apparently back in the day, you don't want to say the shitter, right? So you say the bathroom, you say the restroom, the washroom, the ladies' room. It keeps getting nicer and nicer, and the previous one gets, considered more offensive. Currently, we're going through this actually with the R word. Not even going to say it. I already said one word. That means that YouTube, I'm gonna get 2 views on this. So you know what I mean? Like, I need to get that money from it. We're going through this with the R word, and this is actually an entire paper, little entire paper written in 1974 that is called Terms for Low Intelligence, where they're discussing this concept directly 50 years ago. And the funny part about it is this particular paper is saying how they say, in serious conversation with any unpleasant subject, speakers tend to choose softened terms over their blunter, often crueler alternatives. Thus, one will say passed away in preference to died, or retarded or slow in preference to stupid. So this is touting it actually as a pleasant word, a good, this is a better word to say. And now we're saying, we got to get rid of this word. We got rid of it. Now people are trying to bring it back. But I mean, I'm not defending bringing it back or anything like that. I'm just talking about the phenomenon in general. Truthfully, for me, what I'm interested in is now that we know that this is called the R word and you can't say it anymore, and this word they're saying is a positive alternative, passed away, I'm going to only start saying the PA phrase from now on, because that's going to be offensive in the future. It's going to be passed away. It's going to imply that death is away and not here. I don't know, But these things, it is funny to read these like kind of academic papers breaking in this problem that we're going through back then. And then this is nice because look at this. We've got a really nice breakdown here. Absolute feeble-minded. Right, now here's more breakdowns in a more scientific way of breaking down someone's, mental abilities. You can't say disabilities here. So it's a super, super interesting, like the way that this is, I don't know. I think this year we're going to see a bunch of new words get outlawed. We're going to see some old words be brought back. The question is, are we going to keep going down this train, or are we going to start trying to put the brakes on it and trying to reverse some words here, right? Because I can see that there's always kind of a little mini cycle now, it feels like, with these words. Like the R word is a perfect example where it's not offensive, it's offensive, it's not offensive, etc. I think that queer is another kind of word I feel like that has gone through some cycles where it was at one point offensive and then at another point not offensive. And so I don't know, I'm just curious to watch where this goes. But this is pretty interesting little article here. I actually had to log in on a public library to be able to actually get this article, to read the real thing here. I was going to do a whole reading on stream, but whatever. I'm not on stream, and that's boring. And I'm just trying to put up a video every day talking about something to get in the flow of this. We'll see if these become more organized, and I'll start writing them ahead of time and all of that. There's a couple of little fun tidbits in here. One is she is at the University of Oregon, so she actually has a nice little note here about there's a localized example of a pejorative used by school children in Eugene, Oregon. So the mentally retarded children go to a place called the Pearl Buck Center. So people use Pearl Buck to mean stupid person, and they often shorten it to PB or Pearl. So this is the thing. If you're out in Eugene, Oregon, and someone's like, yo, what's up, PB? Or someone's like, what's up, Pearly boy? You might know that they're actually kind of talking shit on you, okay? A couple of these, I feel like if you've never seen, actually, I don't know what this one is, Boeotian. I don't know what this, I don't know. I probably just said a very offensive word. If you don't know one, that's a good one to pull back out. Clodhopper. I'm going to probably use that on my friends recently. You got to just bring back some vintage words here before. Many older words, such as feeble-minded idiot, have lost much of their technical meaning. Yeah, at one point, there actually was a breakdown of everyone knows that an idiot is smarter than someone who's stupid, and stupid is better. Yeah, exactly. The pejorative in the following list originated in several ways, such as idiot. Many have fallen from a relatively neutral state, such as dunce or goof. Goof, I think somewhere she might have actually listed I don't know, an order of things here. Ill-finished child, one of God's angels, poor baby. He's a ninny. I think ninny became offensive later on. Okay, no one wants to be called ninny. A cretin. Angel unaware. I've never heard that, but I love it. It's a beautiful phrase. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying here. This is just something I suggest everyone take a look at. I'm gonna form a better thought, make probably a longer video on this. Maybe we'll reference Steven Pinker. He stole these ideas and wrote something, and then hung out with Jeffrey Epstein for a couple of years. Did Joe Rogan a couple times. Told everyone he didn't kill himself, and all that fun stuff. So I'm gonna do it though. I'm gonna publish again. I'll see you guys tomorrow.